All right, let's get right into it. What we're talking about today is this really interesting new kind of program, and its whole mission, its entire purpose, is to take really smart, senior engineers and turn them into the AI leaders that, let's be honest, every company is scrambling to find right now.
And really, it all boils down to a single, pretty intense question that a lot of us in tech are facing. With AI changing everything, what's your play? Are you going to evolve, or are you going to get left behind? It's that simple, and that's serious.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll unpack the big challenge for senior tech folks. Then, we'll dive into this AI mastery solution. We'll look at the 8-week journey, the real-world impact on your career, and then we'll wrap up by figuring out who this is actually for.
All right, so first things first, what is the actual problem we're trying to solve here? Well, it's this gap that's opening up, and it's getting wider, fast. The scary part? It's hitting even the most senior, most experienced people in the industry.
And this slide just nails it. It's the difference between knowing about AI and knowing what to do with it. Look, playing around with ChatGPT is one thing. That's surface-level stuff. But what companies are paying top dollar for? That's enterprise-scale strategy. It's knowing how to weave AI into the very fabric of the business and product strategy to get real results.
So when you dig into it, you see it's really 3 big problems all tangled together. First, you've got a decade plus of experience, your expertise, and suddenly AI is disrupting all of it. That then creates this massive leadership vacuum, right? Companies are desperate for people who can speak both tech and business. And finally, the bottom line is, the old playbook, it's just not cutting it anymore. It's becoming obsolete, and it's happening way faster than anyone expected.
Okay, so given that challenge, what's the proposed solution? Well, that's where this program comes in. It's called the KaleidoSpark AI Mastery Program. And their mission is crystal clear. This isn't about making you a better coder. You're already a great technologist. This is about transforming you into an AI-powered executive. It's a total mindset shift, from building the tech to leading the business with the tech in this whole new economy. They've built the whole thing on what they call 4 pillars of mastery. So you start at the 30,000-foot view: strategy, innovation frameworks, big picture leadership. Then you get your hands dirty with actual demos and tools. After that, you've got to prove you can walk the walk with a big capstone project. And the final piece of the puzzle? It's all about career positioning, making sure you're ready to step into those top-tier AI strategy and C-suite roles.
All right, so that's the big picture. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. What exactly happens during this 8-week transformation? Let's break down the curriculum.
You can really see the logic here. They kick things off with the AI CEO mindset. So right from week 1, you're thinking like a leader. From there, you're moving into how AI changes decision-making, then product innovation. Weeks 4 and 5 get more tactical, looking at development and data leadership. And I love this. They dedicate a whole week to ethics and governance, which is so important. Then it's on to automation, and it all wraps up with that big capstone project where you put everything together.
And look, this isn't just a bunch of lectures and theory. You are getting hands-on with the serious toolkit. We're talking everything from popular free tools like LangChain and Streamlit to the heavy-hitting professional stuff. Cursor for coding, Pinecone for vector databases, UiPath for enterprise automation. It's the kind of practical, up-to-date stack you'd actually use on the job. Okay, theory is great, tools are great, but let's talk about the bottom line. What's the actual, measurable impact on your career and your work? This is where it gets really interesting. Let's look at the numbers they're promising.
First up, speed. A 35% faster development cycle. Think about that for a second. That's not a small tweak, that's a massive efficiency gain. For any team lead or manager, knocking more than a third off your timeline, that's a total game changer. That's the difference between being first to market or playing catch-up.
Then there's this, 15 hours. 15 hours saved every single month. That's almost 2 full workdays you get back. Imagine what you could do at that time. Instead of being stuck in the weeds with grunt work, you can actually, think. You can focus on strategy, which is where you provide the most value anyway. And this number is just, wow, 65% faster decision-making. This is at the heart of what AI leadership is all about. When you can analyze data and get to insights that much faster, you're not just moving quicker, you're operating on a whole different level. In today's market, that kind of agility is everything. And of course, it all comes back to the money. A 25% cut in operational costs. This is how you prove your worth as a strategic leader. It's not just about making things run smoother or faster. It's about delivering real, tangible savings to the business. That's the kind of impact that gets you noticed. So, With all those impressive metrics, here's the ultimate payoff. They're making a pretty bold claim here, that the program will essentially pay for itself and then some. We're talking a potential $15,000 plus salary bump, or a massive $125K jump in consulting revenue, all within a year of finishing. That's a serious ROI.
Okay, so you see the promise, you see the potential ROI. The big question now is this for you? Who is the perfect fit for a program this intense? And they're super clear about who this is designed for. This is for the seasoned pros. You're a senior engineer, 10+ years in the game, and you know you're ready for that next step into leadership. Or maybe you're already a tech lead or an architect, but you want to do more than just build things. You want to shape the entire business strategy. It's also a great fit for consultants who are transitioning into those high-level product and strategy positions.
So let's just boil it down to the core idea. This isn't for people who need to learn how to code. It's for people who are already at the top of their technical game. The whole point is to build that crucial bridge, to translate your technical brilliance into massive strategic impact for the business, with AI as your primary tool.
Oh, and one more thing. If you're thinking this sounds interesting, you should know there's a catch. They're keeping the first group small and exclusive. We're talking just 20 seats, so it's not something you can just sit on.
And in the end, their tagline really says it all, doesn't it? Lead with AI, transform your career, drive business impact. It's a powerful call to action. The message is clear. The AI revolution is here. The question is, are you just going to be a part of it, or are you going to be one of the people leading it?